All right, team. We are back. We are looking at Thursday evening, April 11th. It is, what's that? 21 minus 11, 17 days until race day out in Eugene, Oregon. For anyone or everyone who's been following along, I've been documenting just about every single workout that I've done this training block. With a quick short, just kind of giving you guys the workout, how I felt, some of the gear I've been wearing, some of the nutrition. I have done some highlight videos that require a little bit of editing, which have been fun, but obviously take a little bit more time. I am one more long run away from taper. We had a tempo run this morning. Again, for those who've been following, I dealt with a blister infection that lasted the last week. I've been tending to it. I was on antibiotics. I just finished yesterday. So the blister is now healed. I still wrap it up for preventative measures. The Alpha Fly 2s, the Nike Alpha Fly 2s are tough. Use blister wraps, bandages, whatever, if you're gonna run those. I've had numerous people tell me this. I experienced it for myself, not once, but twice. The Miami Half Marathon, my feet were beat up. I dealt with it. I had a hard tempo run 2 weeks ago, probably the wrong socks as well, so keep that in mind. That was my hurdle this period. Feeling good. Last tempo run was today, 6 miles at 6-minute 51-second pace with a bridge back and forth. So 4 miles at marathon pace, 2 miles thereafter at half marathon pace. Was a good push, very windy this morning. We have one more long run, 20 miles on Saturday. I will look to mix in 6 to 8 marathon pace miles, and then I will pretty much be doing Z2 for the next 14 days and decreasing volume and just kind of the hay's in the barn is what they say. And it's been a hell of a training block so far. We're not done yet. I need to stay healthy. I've learned some lessons about running in the dark. Bringing handheld lights or belt lights, or I don't use headlights, but some people do. It is dark, there is branches, there are leaves, there's seeds or nuts that come from these trees, like they're hard palms almost. I've had some almost ankle sprains, so I've definitely dodged some bullets. But I'll tell you, it's an emotional training period. It's a lot of ups and downs. You feel really excited. I mean, the chatter amongst my close training buddies or my team and some other people that are keeping track from afar is, will I break 3 hours this time around? And I honestly, I don't know. And I think that's a problem that I don't know. And I think, race day, I'll be able to tell within the first few miles. But we're going into a climate that's 40 degrees Fahrenheit to start, and I have not run a marathon in that rate. I'm used to 75 degrees here, sometimes higher, a lot of humidity, and I suspect it's going to be dry. It's going to be a little hillier there. I don't want to be overly ambitious, knowing that I have Chicago later in the year. I want to run a healthy negative split race. I want to feel good. I'm traveling across the country for this one, so there's a lot of logistics that need to go right. Started really doing this filming stuff when I was overseas with my family on vacation back in December, and I have over 100 videos now of breaking down my paces, what type of workout, whether it's tempo, track, or long run. Those are kind of the 3 pillars, and then my Z2 runs in between. I have been mixing in strength workouts once a week. I've been doing stationary bike once or twice a week. That can accumulate to 1 to 2 hours. I've locked in on nutrition. I've decided I'm going to do GUs, GU, the strawberry bananas for my race, and I'll keep one joker in my back pocket, which would be the Martin 100 gel with the caffeination. So the end of my race, if I need a little caffeine, that'll hit. Espresso pre-runs, 2 espressos, and an espresso machine is inevitable. I do honey stingers for the waffles, pure protein bars, which I've developed quite a bit of a taste aversion to, so I'm having trouble getting those down as of late. Trying to think of some other key details through the block. A lot of sobriety. I mean, not a lot of drinking. I've probably had maybe 8 to 10 drinks totally in the year 2024, which some nights could get 8 to 10 drinks last year, which, you know, it's the product of socializing and going out and having some fun. But I put a lot of pressure on myself. I can feel it emotionally. I'm stressed a little bit more about how I'm sleeping. I'm taking more, you know, into account with my watch. Does it say, you know, is my HRV balanced? Is it unbalanced? Is it stable? You know, how many hours of sleep I'm getting. I like to average right around 8. I like to mix in a nap if I can post workout, and you know, I'm working. So these are all things that you want to balance, and you know, you commit to a race that has a training block of 16 weeks, which is effectively 4 months, and it's a large commitment, and you have to make a lot of sacrifices socially. You have to make a lot of sacrifices with what you eat, what you choose to ingest. I also think that this time of year for me to run a marathon, a spring marathon, is so crucial, given the winters in Florida being that January to February, March period where I want to be in Miami and I want to be here. The weather's nice, people come here, people are escaping New England or Northeast winters. There's more of a reason to be here, whereas once the summer comes, and this is what's gonna scare me a little bit about the Chicago block, is that I have weddings every 18 to 21 days. I have other travel plans. I have trips planned. There's gonna be distractions where I'm gonna have to make altercations to some of those experiences because of a long run or because of, you know, whatever's scheduled. With that being said, the accumulation of this block and this base level of fitness will definitely not hurt me moving into Chicago, because I will have enough time to recover and, you know, peak, pit, and then work back up. And, you know, I might peak here and I might pit here going into Chicago, and I'll be able to peak maybe here. So if I don't hit 3 hours this time around, I feel very confident that if I show the same discipline and can get through some of those trips, and those are fun things for me to do, I can break 3 hours that time around. But I do feel like I have a really good crack at it. I'm an A racer. I push myself just about as hard as I can. I don't like to leave anything out there. This is not, you know, a backyard race. This is not something that, you know, is down the street. This is a high level of commitment from a time perspective, from a travel perspective, from all of that stuff. So I've been really trying to log it. I've been trying to create this journal for myself, for people who are looking to make serious strides, and I hope it qualifies as some motivation for those watching. And I hope you learned a little bit. I'm still learning a ton. I'm very open-minded. I've said this before, but if you ask 10 different people their opinions on how to approach a marathon and how to approach a sub-3 marathon, you're more than likely gonna get 10 different opinions. A lot of my friends have picked up running in the last 4 months, 6 months, 12 months, and have asked me quality questions, and I'm happy to answer them. I think it's a fun sport. I've met some phenomenal people, and I look forward to meeting more. And there's just it's a really good competitive community. You know, missing baseball in my life for what is it now? 2018. So it's been 6 years without baseball, and probably 2 years really with running, and there was 4 years of kind of just working out in between. So it's been good, and we'll see where it comes. I'm gonna put some more content together. I'm still collecting some stuff as I work out. It's been beautiful down here, and it's gonna start to heat up a little bit. But like I said, we're 17 days away. The hay is in the barn, and we'll go see if we can get a 3-hour marathon.